Shalom, brothers. Shalom, shalom. Back again. Basically, I just got back from Naples. I'm not sure if you guys seen the previous video I did, but I mentioned in that video that I would be at the Catacombs of Naples. This is pretty much on the back part. This is me. This is a shot of the catacombs. This is the back entrance of the catacombs where they let us out. Today's lesson basically is going to be about, Naples, the catacombs of Naples. I went in there, and let me tell you something. My mind was opened up, man, from the artifacts, and it was so crazy because it was like, wow. Like when you see this stuff on the internet, when you see all this stuff on the internet, it's not really the same. You don't get the same effect as if you was there in person. You know what I'm saying? And I went up in there, man. And let me tell you something, man. The records that was there and the artifacts and the things that I was seeing was highly amazing. And this is why I recommend if you brothers travel, you brothers and sisters need to start traveling and seeing the world. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to do too much talking. I want to get into the scriptures. I got a few scriptures and I got pictures to show y'all some dynamic facts. You understand? Because if you're an Israelite and you're defending the gospel, right, you gotta know the history. You gotta have the records. You gotta have something to stand on. Okay, you gotta have your facts. And when I went into the catacombs, when I went into this place, it was a lot of Edomites in there. Okay, it was a lot of Europeans there. I didn't see none of our people. I only saw a couple, a black couple that were there. You know what I'm saying? And they were observant. To a degree, they didn't really know what was going on. But me, I went up in there, man, and I was looking at everything. And it was so bad, even the tour guide, he was like, damn, let me harry them up out of the catacombs. Because they looking and they observing. Especially myself, I was observant, looking at everything. And even the stuff that he was showing us, he wasn't even showing us certain things. He was kind of ushering us away from certain things. But I got some pictures for y'all, though. In particular, I got Adam and Eve. And I got David and Goliath, I didn't get Goliath, but I got David because the other part of it got ripped off. But I got them in color. So let me just go along here. As y'all can see, this is the inner side of it. Inside of it now, as you can see, there's an image at the bottom. The tour guide didn't break this down. He didn't go in depth into this image right here. This relic right here, this art. But this icon right here. But I'm kind of gathering it could be. I see a garment. I see the afro. You can see clearly that the face is in color. So I'm not sure, that could be Yahweh Shai. I don't know. I'm not really sure of that. But that's that's that right there. And as we go along, look what we see. We see angels. We see the angels right here in color. See that? You can see the wings. You see the color of them. Look at them. They're clearly brown. And when the tour guide flashed the he had the torch, right? When he flashed the light on these images, they was in color. But he was moving the flashlight quick, so I couldn't really click it. But you can clearly see they're in color. Black. These are black angels, y'all. Let's keep going along. Look at that. See what I'm saying? So at the top now, who do you see? That's Adam and Eve. That's Adam and Eve. So he flashed the light right there on the image. What do you see? You see people of color. Okay. See that? That's Adam and Eve. Okay, so I'm going to keep it right there. I'm going to read the scriptures. I'm going to go into Genesis. I got to read Genesis. So when I go into Genesis, let me go into that right quick. So the scriptures, this is Genesis 5:2. It says, male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. Okay, that's the Adamites, because it wasn't just one Adam, it was multiple Adamites that were created, and Evites also, so they can populate the earth. Let's move along to Genesis, the 2nd chapter. It says Genesis 2:7-8, and the Lord Yahweh formed man of the dust of the ground. What does Adam mean? Adam come from the word Adama, which means ground. I believe it's a Hebrew word called Adama, which means ground. And when you the deeper you dig into the earth, you get a darker soil. Okay, so the original man is the black man. Okay, like the 5% like to say, they're spot on, they're correct. Okay? So the records here is showing and proving. This is in Naples, Italy. This is in Italy. Okay? The records and the artifacts have still been preserved. And it is undeniable. Okay? So let me read that again. It says, and the Lord Yahweh formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. 8th verse. And the Lord Yahweh planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. You understand? So here we go right here. Look at the image. Right? Look at the image. Adam and Eve in color, black. Okay, let's move on to the book of Genesis. I'm gonna move to Ecclesiasticus. And you know, again, I keep repeating myself. You Jakes gotta travel. You Jakes have gotta travel. And if you look at the bottom image down below, that's David right there. That's actually David. Right? Down below, that's David right there. And if you look good, look at his foot. His foot is in color. His foot is in color. He was a black man. David and Goliath. Okay, this is David right here. He's in color. Clearly. Okay? So you Jakes gotta travel. And at the top part of this image right here, that's inside the catacombs. And what happened was here, they had a lot of bodies buried, and the saints and the priests, they used to go down here and bury people and put people, you know, and bury them, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And they used to do prayers and all types of different baptisms down in these tombs or what have you. Okay? And he kept talking about the saints. The saints were Israelites. The Christians were Israelites. So this is your history. This is your history, black man, so-called black man. This is your history. So it behooves you to go out and travel and see what's going on in the earth. Okay? It behooves you. You understand? And you can see they all left me behind. At the top, they left me because I'm there observing. And the tall guy was moving quick. So let's move on. So that's the only images I got right there. But as you can see, that's Adam and Eve right there. Look at the angels. The angels are black. Okay, you can't deny this. You can't deny this evidence. You can't deny this evidence. This is the facts. Okay, let me read Ecclesiasticus 34:9. It says, a man that have traveled knoweth many things, and he that have much experience will declare wisdom. So this is the wisdom that I'm declaring. Upon my travels and upon my adventures, this is what I've come across. And I'm declaring these things to you, to our people, to you people out there, you Israelites in particular. Okay, so you need to know your history. You need to know who you are. You need to understand that you're more than just what they've told you are. Okay, you're the original man. And you so-called black woman, you're the original woman. You understand? And we're supposed to keep God's commandments and walk upright. We're not supposed to walk as a heathen. Like I told the brother, I said, brother, don't walk as a heathen. Walk as an Israelite. Okay? But here's the facts. You understand? So and another thing too, like High Priest Yeshai said, a lot of you Israelites out there, you going out there and you're talking and you're trying to bring out things, but you don't have no facts. You gotta have the facts. Here's my facts. Okay? So, but the only way you can get the facts is by reading books. You gotta read books, or you can travel. But when you travel and you see these things in person, I mean, it's a heavy spiritual thing, man. It hits you hard, man, because this is our records. These are our records. You got the angels black, and you got Adam and Eve black, and you got David and Goliath. Well, David in color as a black man. Okay. So basically, y'all, that's pretty much it. I just got back yesterday from Naples. I'm back, back in Portugal, where I dwell. And I just thought I'd bring this to y'all, show y'all, basically the travels or what have you. It was a beautiful trip. It's a 4-day trip. The people were nice. Everything was good. And I highly recommend that, you people out there, our people, you travel and you see the world. Book up get your passport, book up a flight, book your hotels, and travel the world. You know what I mean? And to further say also, I need to add also, these trips that I take, these trips are funded by myself. I'm not begging no one to fund my trips. I'm not begging no one to fund my hotel. I'm not begging no one to fund me and put money in my pocket. I work for mine. Just to go off topic, you understand? I'm not going to sit there and beg people for money so I can go on my trips. No, I'm going to work for mine and I'm going to travel. So don't be looking for no handouts, you Israelites out there. Don't be thinking because you're doing the work. The tights is off. And I'm also going to come back and do a lesson on tights. Tights is off. Okay, but I don't want to go any further. I'm going to pull up right here and I'm going to stop right here. But I want to say all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And I want to say shalom and peace to the righteous elders and to the righteous elders and priests out there. Okay, and I'm going to give double honors to the righteous elders and priests out there who are doing the work correctly and are teaching the correct doctrine. Okay, and not misleading the people and bringing out evidence and facts. Okay, so we can actually, show people the truth according to the Bible and so on and so forth. So with that, I want to say shalom and peace and blessings to all the brothers out there and the sisters. Shalom.